is going on, adventurers? We are doing a different kind of video today. We are actually in the last resort, which is the biker bar where Aileen Wuornos was apprehended after her killing spree. I hate to say it like that.
I know.
I mean, but that's basically how you would classify it. I mean, you know, she had her reason for doing what she did. It's not right. You know, she was dealt a very bad hand in life. So we're gonna go ahead and actually do a spirit box session right now. Al has told us that she is here. He's heard things. He's felt her presence. She's touched him.
Yeah.
I hope she touches us too.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
I hope she touches me inappropriately so I can say that I was inappropriately touched by Aileen Wournos.
You're a trip.
She started when because they came here long before they made the movie, so she could get the feel of the place.
The Last Resort Bar here in Daytona, where Aileen Wuornos was arrested from the murder of 7 men. She was Florida's first female serial killer, but she had a horrible past.
There's tons and tons of story out there. Crime classics, this Aileen, and this here is Outlaw Women.
Okay.
There's stories of her in there and pictures of the bar. And this is Charlize Theron. In May of '99, she was a playmate.
Wow.
Oh wow, that's the woman that plays.
That plays Aileen.
Okay.
Night and day.
And the way they made her up was amazing. It's on tape. We got it on the movies. If you go to the theaters on the movies and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's
So Al knew her really well, gave her a place to sleep. So what was your, I mean, were you shocked to hear what happened when she was arrested? I mean, were you shocked about that?
Yeah, because it wound up back in those days. Don't forget, this was in 91, 92.
Right.
It was Current Affairs was on, 60 Minutes, all them programs and everything.
Yeah.
And Geraldo's brother came down here. Lots of people, celebrities came down here to interview us and stuff like that. It was okay here, just like anybody else. A couple of beers and food, I like.
Yeah.
She never took, actually everybody thinks she took him out of here. She never took nobody out of here. This was, when she was in town or stayed at the motel, this is where she was. Now Richard Mallory, the first one that she killed, he was just recently out of jail. He was a sexual predator. And in the trunk of his car was ropes and saws and tape. He was actually probably going to kill her.
Did they ever convict him of murder as well, or just like they said he was a serial rapist, but maybe he did kill people and he was never arrested for it? Or
no, he was just out of jail. Who knows if he killed people before?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. That's what I was thinking too.
Because he sodomized her, you know?
Yeah.
He tied her up and sodomized her and shit.
Yeah.
Give shit we are. He's dead.
Yeah, exactly.
So I can get out.
Exactly.
And then she was found in a trunk this stuff. Thanks to Patty Jenkins. The movie is pretty accurate.
Okay.
That's good.
That was my next question. Okay,
the research that they've done on it, and talking to Dawn Bopkins, who's up in Michigan, which was Eileen's friend in the school days.
Uh-huh.
See, her and Dawn were hitchhiking when they were teenagers back then. Two guys, which Dawn is still married to the guy, George. They were in the gas station gassing up. They were hitchhiking, so they were on the ride. So Dawn got in the front seat with George. She's still married to the guy.
Right.
And Aileen got in the back with his cousin or whatever, and they just took her out. I mean, she didn't start her killings until Richard Mallory when she was, I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I think something snapped inside of her.
Yeah, you know,
A little bit of PTSD.
I was gonna say I got PTSD. Like,
well, she had a life because she was sexually abused as a kid.
As a child, yes.
By the grandparents, grandparents' friends, and grandmother's life.
She had a rough from the very beginning of her life.
Because her father committed suicide while he was in prison. He was
really?
He was a child molester.
Oh, God.
wow, what a rough life. That's just...
Poor woman.
But see what people don't understand, as we could look at her now, she had a tough life. if you look back in our life, it wasn't a piece of cake neither. But this is why I say this. No such thing as bad kids or bad parents.
Yes.
They can only learn from what they see and hear.
It's true.
If they see the mother getting hit by the father, they grow up, they think that's the way life is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They
Yeah.
don't know.
Got that right.
So that's what it is. It's the parents, and then the kids just go out and actually try and survive. And they try to survive the way they know how to survive.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
She was handed a raw deal from the very beginning.
Yep.
Early.
But nobody knows that.
I know.
You know,
I
nobody
can see
knows
that just from watching the movie. You even know the writer and the writer of the movie, and knowing that it's true to the, you know, everything that really
Well,
happened.
This is why when you see the movie Monster, it's pretty much true. She filmed it in the places it happened
Okay.
and talked to the people because, you know, most of the people are gone and dead and stuff like that. So the few of us that's alive, because when we die, it's just like Bonnie and Clyde. It's never going to go away.
Yeah.
But what they take and do is just keep right on going with their stories, and stories get made up as they go along.
Yes.
That's why the movie Monster is pretty damn accurate.
Pretty damn accurate.
And the reason it's called Monster is not that she was a monster. The only thing she feared in life was a Ferris wheel. We'll see it in the movie.
Yes.
And she called it a monster.
Yes. Yep.
So,
I
I mean,
remember seeing that.
that's misleading. They think the movie's about her being a monster, and it wasn't about her being a monster. It was the fear that she had in life was that Ferris wheel. She called it a monster.
That's crazy to me that was her biggest fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? Like, wow.
And I could tell in the movie that there was a couple of them she felt a lot of remorse after killing them.
Oh, yeah.
And a psychopath type of person would not feel that type of remorse.
Well, after Richard Mallory, then anybody who abused her or tried to abuse her, he killed. But then with Ty was a bitch. The first bar scene that you see was a bar down in Miami. She got, that's why they arrested her here for an old warrant.
So that wasn't just a trick to get her in there. It was really an old warrant. I wondered about that.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and see, when she came in here the night before, she was at a bar that's no longer exists. That's why she was walking from the bar, which is the next block, down to here, and Port Orange cops stopped her. Was to talk to her about like that. And on the radio, they told her, just let it go. She's under investigation. Even a guy who done the investigating, we filmed him here about 3 hours with him. And I kept on telling him, I said, you know, you're the guy that done the investigating. He followed her around and done that. He had nothing to do with nothing else. That's all he did was that. I says, half the stuff she said isn't even true. But he said, well, that's how I remember it. I says, it was wrong, right? I'm 80 years old, so I still got my. I know what happened.
You're 80 years old.
You are?
Don't have it together. Yeah, I would have never.
What?
Yeah, you're so.
I still ride motorcycles.
Wow.
I was thinking 65.
I was too. Yeah, I'm like 65.
You make 80 look good. I hope I look that good when I'm 80.
Too, right?
I kind of got that Ty used her. Like, that's what I kind of got. I mean, you think that's accurate?
Yeah, I did too.
I just can't imagine. Do you think she ever loved her or not?
Yes,
You do?
in a strange way.
Okay. I mean, to me, it just seemed like she wanted to be taken care of, and she just latched on.
They were both looking to be loved. That's because with Aileen, that was her only lesbian experience was with Ty.
In movies, they have to make things happen in 2 hours. So, how long do you think they were actually friends until they became, together? Do you think they had been friends for a little while, or do you think they were friends before they were ever together? See, that's what I was saying. I was like, that happened awful quick.
On the movie, they
have 2 hours. Yeah, so they have to excel everything.
I worked down in a gay bar in Miami.
Oh, it was in Miami is where she.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't know that either.
I didn't either. I guess she hitchhiked up here.
Yeah, she hitchhiked everywhere.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, back then hitchhiking was a big thing.
Yeah. Different world.
This was 89, 90. She was only doing this for just a little over a year.
Oh, they didn't find the body on one of them?
Yeah, the preacher, the one from Palm Beach.
Oh, no.
Oh,
really?
It says somebody was from Pasco County, Patty.
What? That's right by us.
It is.
I didn't know that. I thought
Charles.
she killed them all from this area. So they weren't all from this area.
Well, hitchhiking. This is where she'd come after the killing. This is why it was so hard to track it down.
Oh, wow.
And when Ty had the accident with the car, they weren't recognized him, and then there was drawings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Drawings out of it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then they started trying to find out where she was and stuff like that, investigate. Because they sat across the street, the parking lot over there, years ago, and they had a listening device, so they knew everything that was being said inside the bar.
Oh, wow.
And when they arrested her, they took her suitcase at the door, they brought it inside, set it on a pool table. And they opened up. The reason they wanted to arrest her outside was they didn't know if she had the gun on her or...
Oh.
Now that first bridge right there is where she put a gun in.
Oh, is it
Which
really?
one?
The first bridge right by the motel.
Oh, really?
They screwed in right there.
Did they find it?
Yeah.
Oh, they did find the gun?
I got a picture of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
She
That was some gun.
She was a prostitute
Yeah, it
that
was.
turned murder, and they prosecuted her as a murderer that was a prostitute. And she requested to be executed.
Oh, she wanted to be executed?
After 12 years, yeah. She was
Oh, I didn't know that.
very, very intelligent woman. I think she had an IQ like 147.
Wow. Now, I did read that her father was schizophrenic. I think that's correct. Do you know if she was schizophrenic at all?
I don't know. I only see them in here.
Yeah.
It's not like we went out anywhere or did anything. Or,
Right. It just, I don't know. I mean, did they even do psych evaluations back then? When people went to prison? I don't even know if they used to do that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know if they did or not.
I don't think so.
That's the thing, you know. And she had access to some help. I mean, it was hard to find it back then. It's kind of hard to find it nowadays.
Yeah.
But it was really hard to find, you know.
She didn't know she needed help. She was just trying to
Exactly.
survive.
And a lot of people don't. And still today, there's a lot of people walking around that don't realize they need help, and they really do.
That's like what's going on with all this stuff now. It's
Exactly.
Only what you told them to
Yep.
see, and
Yep.
you can't even believe it anymore.
Yep.
The internet is totally destroyed.
You know, because, like I said, she was dealt a shitty hand from day one, you know, when she was a child, and that made her who she was.
14 years old, she was a prostitute. She had to show a tip and everything for a damn cigarette.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine that.
But they don't know anybody. That's where
Yeah, I know.
life was.
If you don't know anybody,
to
that's
exist.
all you
You
know.
want a cigarette? Okay, here, give me a cigarette.
Yeah.
In the beginning of the movie, I don't know if you saw the very beginning. Did you see the very beginning when it showed her as a kid?
No, I did not. I
Okay.
missed that part of the movie.
Well, it was interesting because of what she said. She's like, I'm going to be famous and all this stuff. I mean,
Yeah,
that
she
kind of
wanted-
came true. I mean, it did, but it wasn't what she intended, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not.
But
She
it's
wanted
just,
to be a movie star.
Yeah.
She wanted to do this and she wanted that.
it's just sad, you know, that it
She
had to happen that
dreams
way.
like everybody else.
Right.
And Ty got in the way.
Was she really trying to get a legit job and everything?
I don't know if she did, yeah.
It's so sad. That broke my heart.
I understand how she became who she was and what she did.
I get it, yeah.
I get it.
She wound up in that bar, that gay bar down in Miami, because it was raining out. And she had a few bucks, and then where Ty was hanging out, and she was feeling sorry for herself because they sent her down because of a lesbian.
Mm.
And then they just hit it up and just was seeing each other. And
Just one thing can completely change the course of your life. Just 1 second. Just one. It's not even an indiscretion. Like, it doesn't even have to be something negative. Just one decision that you make can affect your entire life.
I know.
It's just crazy how that works. You know, and this is a prime example. I mean,
Yeah.
and
it
it changes every minute.
it does.
It does.
And
And how you're treated as a child
Absolutely.
forms who you become.
you can't take that nothing.
Yeah. I know women that have been raped as young children and things like that, and they're still to this day, they're not right. They may have done somewhat okay in life, but it's always there and it always affects them. It affects everybody differently, but
Yeah.
it really has messed their heads up.
Guys, Al is a really amazing man. So nice of him to take the time to talk to us today and tell us all about his personal experiences with Aileen Wuornos. It's just such a tragic story, and you know, it does make me very sad, but please go onto his website. It's The Last Resort, right?
What's that?
Your website?
The Last Resort or Al Bowen, I think The Last Resort, Paul.
Okay, go onto his website, The Last Resort. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna put it in the description of the video. So please go on to his website and purchase some t-shirts.
If you're ever in the Daytona area, stop by The Last Resort, come pay Al a visit. You can also see this little memorial area that he has in memory of Aileen, which was one of his good friends.
Teddy Bear did that. She
Awesome.
great airbrush artist, and that
It's
kind
really
of
cool.
says it all right there.
It really does. It does say it all.
You can see her
People don't
sadness.
understand that. Wuornos was on everything.
Oh, okay.
Her birth name was Pitt.
Oh yes, I read about this. So she was married to a billionaire?
Yeah.
She was married to a billionaire.
Are you serious?
He owned a yacht club or
But
something.
she beat him up with his own cane.
She beat his ass with his own cane. You know, it's weird because I kind of got a weird head rush when I was sitting here doing the interview. I kind of feel like she's here.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Can you tell us what you just said again, Al, about when she was executed?
It was in the morning. We had all the news media here. And it was on television. And then they took and half hour after she was executed, all the knives came flying off the shelves that was in a tin over there. And there was
Wow.
there was nobody back there. And everybody in the bar was kind of surprised what happened too. The news media, I think, picked up and left.
Did they really? Good for her chasing him
And
out.
that was here in the bar?
Inside the bar.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, she loved this place.
She did. I can feel it, you know,
She wasn't being put down for any reason.
being judged.
As far as she wasn't no ugly woman. She wasn't no beautiful woman. But I mean, the lifestyle that she lived, I mean, what do you expect? You want to judge people by the way they dress? I mean, come on.
Right. What would you like us to know about you? Tough? Yeah, I know you were that. I'm really sorry about what happened to you. Did you just touch me? Yes? I'm giving you permission, you can touch me. Oh, I just felt a breeze. Was that you? Yes. Can you show yourself to me? Did you say that you grabbed my ass? Did. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Well, thanks for that. We are actually getting ready to head over to the hotel where you stayed for a short time down the road. So we would love it if you would follow us there just to talk to us a little bit more. Thank you so much for talking to us today. These are the bumper stickers that you can get. Also, they have Aileen's hot sauce and seasoning as well. And here is...
We're here with your friend Al. Very nice guy. I can see why you liked him so much. He has your picture posted up here and everything.
You even have your own hot sauce.
Yes, your own hot sauce, your own t-shirt and everything. Your own butt rub.
Show them what you can do. can do.
All right, well, thank you so much, Aileen. Thank you, and rest in peace.
So guys, Al was just telling us that Aileen played a lot of pool.
And this is the pool table.
And this is the actual pool table. So we're gonna see if maybe she wants to rack them up.
Yeah.
Aileen, you want to play a game of pool? If so, please touch that light for us.
Okay, so I just walked in here, and these shirts are actually moving. Jen, look at these. I mean, I walked this way about 7 or 8 minutes ago. But would they still be moving? If
Not like that. That's interesting.
No, I mean, it could be from me bumping them, but why would they still be moving that long ago?
Yeah, I don't think they would be.
He said this was the door, and this is the door they took her out of when she was arrested.
Oh.
Right there.
Wow.
That's it.
I mean, this is history right here.